Hey everybody, welcome back to Around the Campfire. Once again, I'm not around a campfire. This afternoon I'm actually coming to you from one of our tractors right now. And if you can see in front, there is the disc that I was using this morning. It's unhooked now, but I was out there getting our fields ready for planting this spring. And as I was pulling that disc across the field and I would look back and I would see the different types of soil, it reminded me of the parable of the sower from Matthew chapter 13, and the different types of soil that he talked about, that Jesus talks about in that parable. You're up on a hill and there's rocky, dry soil, and then you come down here, like I did in this low spot, and promise not to tell my dad, but you can kind of see my tracks where I was stuck for a good portion of the morning. I ended up being able to go back and forth and get out of it, but just the different types of soil and the different types of things that we encounter when we're out here made me think of that passage in Matthew. And it got me ultimately thinking about the harvest this fall. The reason why we plant, the reason why we till the fields, why we spray, why we do everything is we look forward to that harvest. And as Christians, we're kind of the same way. In John chapter 15, it talks about Jesus being the true vine and the true branch, and those pieces that are not producing anymore, they get taken off, they get thrown away and burnt, because we are supposed to produce fruit. We are supposed to be a fruit-bearing people. And as we harvest, or as we plant a crop, we don't just plant the corn and let it sit and say, well, there it is. We do it for a harvest. We look forward to a harvest. And as Christians, that's us too. We look forward to a harvest. And the way that we spread the gospel, the way that we kind of sow our seeds, it's changed so much right now. Mine is so different than what it used to be. Before when we could meet, it was give people a hug, talk to them, sit beside them after first service and have a cookie and talk to them, and then go sit beside somebody else and have another cookie, and then go sit by somebody else and have another cookie. But the cookies aren't the main point. It was the conversations that I got to have with people, and just to hear how their life was going and saying, well, I'll pray for you for that, or if you need something, let us know. And then on Wednesday nights, being able to be with the kids, someone would say, hey, Levi, can you stick around and let me just talk to you a bit about what's going on in my personal life, and being able to be there for them and give them a hug and just, let them know that, hey, you're loved, whatever it is, you're forgiven, whatever it is, Jesus is still on your side. We're going to make it through this together. And it just feels like right now it's so hard to be together. And so today, I just want to challenge you. Whatever your ministry is, whether that's cooking for someone, texting someone, being there for someone, during this time of COVID-19, we're not going to be able to have a harvest unless we plant, unless we get the fields ready, unless we are there actively working. And so I want to challenge you, whatever your ministry is, don't give up on it. Don't let it go just because it may be not the normal thing that you're doing anymore. Continue to work, continue to get preparations in way for a harvest. And I want you to keep working for that, because if you have a heart that is beating in your chest, God has a plan for you and He's working in your life. So continue to work on whatever it is. We love you. Stay safe. We can't wait to see you. You're doing great. Stick it out. We'll see you soon. We love you guys.